if you still have food in the refrigerator, food for several days, and you still have some money, she went to the bottom, extreme. And then maybe we have never been in this situation. But I was twice. Twice I didn't eat food because I ran out of food and money. So it helped for me to prepare this Bible study. Okay, Shepherd Roman, what would you do?
I'll be like the widow. I'll give to God all I have and worship Him.
Amen. And Sister Judy?
I have two. I feel sad, helpless, reading. I cry and I give it to God.
Okay.
I still food. 장박자.
장박자.
What's Jambaja?
Oh, how to say? When miserable?
Miserable.
Oh, less miserable.
Okay. Question 2. Sympathizer?
What did Jesus do in chapter 20? Jesus taught publicly his disciples and received a question from the teachers of law and answered them.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus had battle. The Pharisees, the Sadducees, trying to attack Jesus like a hyenas, and brought very tricky questions to trap Jesus. But Jesus knocked them all out. And then Jesus came to this, where the treasury was. Okay, next question.
What did Jesus do after that? 21:1. It says, as he 21:1. Okay. As he looked up, Jesus saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury.
Yeah. So Jesus looked, Gospel Mark chapter 12, the same passage that Jesus said, and he watched offerings, how people do offerings to God. Okay, next question, Sister Judy.
Where was the temple treasury located? Probably upper place.
It says temple treasury boxes were put in a woman's court. Woman's court. So I always wondered, what's woman's court,
Gentiles.
So this is, then this part is woman's court. And then this part, this is the temple. This is the burnt offering. And this area is court of Israel. So only Israel men, clean Israel men could enter. And this is the court of priest. Only priest can, I don't know, only priest. And this inside is the temple. And here is the altar of incense. This is altar of burnt offering. So they have a gate, three gates to enter here. And they call it woman's court because woman cannot advance more than here.
So woman's court is same as Gentile.
This is Gentiles. Gentiles, the court of Gentiles, more outside. Court of Gentiles. So the Gentiles cannot enter this woman's court. From here, only Israel people. So, you know, woman cannot advance more than this point, and there is a stairway, 15 stairways, like a half a circle shape. 15 stairs. The woman cannot pass through. That's why woman's court. And then here is one door, two doors each, two gates each side. Two gates each side. And there is one door, one gate. Got it? So Israel men can go here. The priest section, temple. And Gentiles is here. They cannot cross this wall. So offering boxes were here, 13 of them, somewhere, you know. So people could freely put the money in. Some say 7 of them to pay taxes. You know, half a shekel, every Israel man. And 6 of them are designated the free will offering. But some books say tax only 2, the rest are 11. So I don't know which one is correct. But anyway, each jar has specific purpose. They wrote it down. This jar is for tax. This jar is donation for wood used, you know, in the temple. This jar is donation for incense inside the temple. Each. So they put in some jar, collect the, you know, the doves and the birds offerings. They put in that jar. So we already went to third question. We did the third question, and then the jar was called the trumpet because I tried to find the shape of the jar. It's a trumpet shape. One roll it down like this. I think it's the artist's imagination. Another picture I saw was, and then it was a box. So more likely this is the, you know, opening box.
I heard when they put lots of coins, so everybody can hear.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
or just one, somebody put one coin, everybody can hear. So,
Okay, next question, the number 2, the last question.
How did the rich put their gift to God? Verse 1. As God looked up, he saw the rich putting their gift into temple treasury.
Yeah. So at that time there was no paper money, or all the monies are coin made of gold or silver or copper or other metal. So gift was in coin. As Sister Judy mentioned, the rich people pour in, and then the sound is click, 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 and then everybody say, wow, he put a lot of money. By the sound, they could tell large donation or small donation. Okay. And some people trying to show up, I'm making a lot of donation, then they look around and so how many people are watching, waiting until more people come, and then he pour the water, coins. Question 3.
Okay, how much money did the rich put their gifts to God? How much money?
I really don't know, but it says
That's to make it sound.
yeah, a lot of money. This is Passover. So some people could have come from abroad, making once a year donation or once in 2, 3 years. They really brought their money and go through the money changer and then put their gift into this box. But they brought a lot. Okay, next question.
How would the temple priest think about the gift from the rich? Rich. Happy.
Happy, yeah, wow. I mean, whenever there is fundraise, there's big donation, it's always mentioned. So and so made $10,000, so and so made $50,000. And then those who make $1, $2 never mention. So temple priests, they focus on big donors. Okay, next question.
How much did the poor widow put into the treasury? Two very small couple coins.
Yeah, two very small cup. Really, the name of the copper coin was lepton. In a singular, but more than two, lepta, plural form. So one lepton is, the value is 1/10 of English pound and 1/8 of America penny. I don't know what year, compared this one because penny is really worthless. Now it is 1/64 denarii. Eh? So really, really small. It's the least amount. It's even though it was made of copper, the amount is so small. It's almost like a paper. So she offered two lepta, two of them.
Is the money value is 1/8 American penny?
Yeah. American cent. So
Not value of the
You mean rate?
weight. I think
value.
value.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's why.
Value. It's really costs nothing. Um, Next question.
All right. What would the temple priest think about her gifts? Nothing.
Very insignificant. Even they don't allow to put one lepton. The minimum offering is two lepton. So she just made the minimum standard. It's so insignificant. I mean, when they find the two lepta, they may think, why did anyone put this? Really, some people, I don't know, some people offering, they put 12 cents, 36 cents like that. Then it is, in our recording, it is just headache. We have to put minimum $1 or minimum of 1/4. But when they put cents in the offering money, it's just so hard to carry on all the record, 26 cents, 29 cents, like that. Okay, so we don't appreciate that kind of offering. Question 4.
How did the widows survive financially in Jesus' time? They don't have any job to get.
Mhm.
They only survive by somebody's help.
Yeah. Because at that time, women didn't have any job skill. So when husband died, they had no income. So they would go, others field after they harvest anything left over, some vegetable or fruit left over, they gather, or they get receive from charity, and then maybe heavily rely on family relatives' help. So it was very, very hard. Okay, next question.
How much money did this widow have to live? Oh, her whole money is two very small copper coins.
Yeah.
Right? That's all.
So in our terms, maybe 20 cents, too small cup of too left out. That's the whole money she had, everything. Savings account, checking account, piggy bank, money in the pocket, all together, two small cup of coin.
So is 1 out of 8 American dollar?
No,
Pennies. Penny.
1/8 of American cents,
Then how is 2 left ties to 20 cents?
not 20 cents.
Oh,
I just, maybe in our terms,
oh, okay. Oh,
just nothing. That's all she had. Okay, next question.
How much food could she buy with that money? Nothing.
But still, she could buy something with the money. Something that she can eat at night with that.
I mean, so America currency is pretty kind of high. So in other country,
Yeah,
like they live by $2.
4 months.
I mean,
Anyway, she couldn't buy much, but still she could swallow something. Okay, next question.
What might she have felt when she had only two small cup of coins? She would starve
Mhm,
if she offered her money.
mhm.
It's like no, that's
Mhm.
all she had.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so pathetic, so sad. And then, it is, she cannot escape self-pity, you know. Had my husband been alive, when I was young, in my parents' house, I could eat this and that, um, and she might cry, or she may thinking about if she had child, she may think about stealing food, you know. You have to feed child.
Oh, let's die.
Yeah, let's die.
Let's die.
Uh-huh.
mhm.
Do you remember in the Old Testament that the widow
widow
had one son, and she said, "Last flour and oil, let's cook and eat and die." That's kind of a situation. Okay, next question.
What did she decide to do in such a difficult time? She decided to do offering um, her all finance to copper coins.
She decided
Gold.
to make a gift to God. So she decided to give all she had to God. So even in poverty, she didn't lose her love for God. You know, I've seen many people in poverty, they complain to God. They complain, this person, that person, so bitter. But she decided to worship God with all she had. That's amazing. Everybody can do it. Okay, next question.
Which one is it?
The last,
Do you think
Second last.
So is the last, do you think she ate any food after she had put her coins as a gift to God? No.
yeah, we really don't know, but most likely she didn't eat because she gave it to the Lord. So it is a sacrifice. You know, she made a sacrifice. Okay, next question.
why did no other worshiper give 100% to God as she did? We have more.
Yeah, why didn't other worshippers give 100% to God as she did? No, it's impossible. If you have $100,000, will you offer it all to God? It's impossible. Or but if anybody has $1 billion, it is more impossible to give it 100%. The more we have, it's harder to give. Okay, question 5.
How did Jesus know that the 2 coins were her in old and last money? Jesus is God. Jesus knew everything.
Yeah, Jesus knows all about us, and he knew the rich were giving out of sufficient, and she had no food, no money, no resources at home, and she brought it all. Jesus knows every person, every person. She was a anonymous donor, but Jesus knew the story behind every offering. Okay, next question.
Why was her gift so powerful in Jesus' heart? In verse 3, he says, tell you the truth, he said, this poor widow has put in more than all the rest, or the others.
Why was her gift so powerful? You know, when my children gave me gift, uh, like they bought me a commentary book, all of them put money together and then bought it. So each person put their money, gave me gift. That was out of sufficient, you know. But when they made a big gift for me, like they bought a washer, my washer, so that I don't have to wash. dishes with my hand. And I knew they didn't have enough money, so it hurt me. It hurt my mind because it gave me not joy but pain. Because I knew they made it out of their want, out of their poverty. So it really hurt my mind. So when all the rich people made a gift out of their riches, Jesus said, okay, okay, thank you. But when this widow brought all she had, even skipping her meal, it deeply moved Jesus' heart. Our God has a heart, and it moved God's heart. Okay, so this is like a 100% gift to God. It's a 100% devotion is so powerful in the heart of God. Not only offering, but all service we do for God. I click a Bible study, but sometimes I'm out of my strength. I cannot sit up. So I lie down and then hold the book like this and still read it because I cannot say, sorry, I'm sick, I cannot go to Bible study. I cannot say that. I have to come up with this one. Say, really, in my weakness, I give my last strength, then God really helps me. There's 100%. Give all I have. It's so powerful. It moves God's heart. Like Shepherd Isaac had a Bible study Friday night. Oh my goodness. How can
Change.
yeah, change it, but I really worried about your health. And Shepherd Johnny Bible study, you know how hard it is. That's 100%. And then Shepherd Roman, when he used to take care of Kai, my goodness. He drove until midnight to take Kai back until, Kai bought his car. This is not out of sufficient. This is, we do last remaining 10 calories of strength to serve God. That is so powerful. When I was, pioneering a church in Toledo, I was like that. My last 10 calorie energy. I was driving, I was teaching, I was serving, and even though, I didn't see any visible sign, I knew God would bless me. I knew it. And within 2 years, I saw a ministry was blossoming because it moves God's heart. Okay, next question.
How did Jesus accept our gift? I truly, I tell you, he said, this poor widow has put in more than all the others.
Jesus accepted it more than all the others. So, this was the Passover time. How much do you think all the monies were put in that day?
Do you think triple the amount, right? Since it's Passover or something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So you know, her Jesus said she put more than all others. Her two lepta was greater than, several millions offering. Jesus said her lepta is greater. Okay. Next question.
What does it mean that the Lord accepted her gift as more than all others?
Let's clarify the meaning of that. She put more than all others. So does it mean her offering was more than one of the others, or it is means more than all of the others? Which one is the correct meaning?
Second.
Eh?
Second.
Second.
Do you agree? Yeah. So
All the others.
Jesus didn't mean more than one of the others. It means more than all the offering put in on that day. So her true lepta was greater than multi-million dollars. Multi-million dollars of. So Jesus increased the value unbelievably. Jesus accepted it. It's a precious gift. God accepted it. And the value was billion times increased. Amen. So next the question, what does it mean that the Lord accepted her gift as more than all others? What does it mean? How does it affect her life?
I mean, the Lord accepted her gift.
Mhm.
Very precious.
So how does it affect her life?
God
Excuse
surely
me.
bless her and provide she needs.
Yeah. I don't know material blessing, but surely she will be blessed spiritually. Sure. I guarantee I experienced it. The gate of God's blessing open to her. Okay, next question.
Could she have realized that her two small coins had such power and value? I think it seems as though she does it out of heart and duty, but I don't think she knows that 2 coins are valued by God a lot.
Right. Maybe she didn't realize, and we don't realize. We don't realize when we go to the bottom, we become so emotional, so pathetic, sad. We cannot even think about that our last penny can God can convert it to unimaginable blessings. We don't think like that. We usually, I mean, good thing her husband is dead. Her husband had been alive, she will have a big fight with him. Okay.
Why can your last 2 coins be turned to the most valuable gift to God?
How? I think how. Can you change it to question to how? How can
Everything.
yeah? We learn from this woman and from Jesus. Give all to God, and God's heart is so moved, so moved. And God evaluate. You know, when you take stuff to pawn shop owner evaluate the value of your item. And then you take $1,000 item, pawn shop owner said $100. Like that. We take it to God, our 2 penny, God said $1,000,000. Wow.
I want to clarify because actually lots of the cults they use this passage or other passage. The probably the who come to church probably is confused by the give all into God. We have to give all into God, and then I need to all into God, and then become better. Right. Something like homeless, it's like feel guilty whenever they do something for their own self. So we have to kind of clarify this kind of passage. It's like we cannot have actually lots of courts use this passage, abusive, lots of things. So.
I mean, Satan used a lot of Bible verses to take away our wealth, our life, our children, our freedom. Satan used a lot of Bible verses. So, here, I said it's impossible for us to give our all when we have money. But when we go down to nothing, we still have great chance. And maybe some cult aiming at stealing believers' money, but our church doesn't do it. And then people has to study Bible, and then they don't study Bible, and any Bible verses Satan uses it for their own purpose. We give last 2 penny, not your whole possession or. Okay, question 7.
Compare her love for God with that of Pharisees and the Sadducees. Pharisees and Sadducees, they are hypocrites inside and outside, different. They were show worldly honor, and her love is genuine.
Yeah.
For her.
So it put contrast. It contrast. how the Pharisees, Sadducees are so corrupt in their heart. And then how her love for God is so sacrificial and devotional and pure. It contrasts. Okay, we already did. How are they different, right? Okay, question 8.
How do many rich men take elders' possessions in churches? I don't know. I'm not a rich man.
So many rich men become elders in church, causing a lot of a problem because in church they value big donation.
I thought the qualifications for elder in church was supposed to be character focused, not.
Of course, it is written.
It is written.
But
But you know, one church, really rich man came to that church, and he brought several families with him, and he is like $1 million donor. As soon as he came, after a while, he was elected as an elder of that church.
So because he brought the families, 7 families for him. When the church is the
more than the
yeah right, and that's understandable.
But you know, such a nameless poor widow are ignored. When such a rich man comes to our church, he will not be an elder because faith, the love for Jesus, that is more valuable in our church, right? You don't agree, nobody say. Okay, so he just sees sacrifice, devotion, and love more than the money. Okay, today's Bible study is up to here.